So, guys, this one right here is a real trip, man. I told you guys before that I'm from a family of immigrants. I'm second generation in the country, and my dad had five cousins. They tried to come to the United States, and were not able to come. That American citizenship, man, for people overseas, for people that are from like poor countries, like my dad's country, is precious. It's more precious than gold, and they're willing to pay thousands of U.S. dollars in order to get it. So, the latest scheme, okay, that some of the immigrants, some of the migrants are using now to gain citizenship is they are paying the shorties in the streets of Chicago to rob them, sometimes at gunpoint. Now, you ask, why would they do this? Because the way the immigration system works, if you've been the victim of a crime here, it's like you get more of a favorable treatment as far as like them considering your immigration application. It's easier for you to gain citizenship here or to be able to stay here and get fast tracked towards citizenship if you've been the victim of a crime on American soil. So even people, even immigrants from out of town that were not staying in Chicago had come to Chicago to pay the shorties. These were teens. These were not grown people. Okay, to literally pay teenagers in Chicago to rob them. In one of these robberies, a store clerk was shot. Okay, so they would rob them. Now they would only rob them of like a few bucks. Okay, they would only have like a few bucks on them. They would do this fake robbery or whatever, and then they would pay behind the scenes thousands of dollars to these teens, okay, in order to do this fake robbery. And they wouldn't tell the teens why. Now, anybody who's an immigrant, who's from an immigrant family, would probably know. So I don't know. It didn't say, and it didn't show any of the pictures of the teens or anything like that. So I don't know what ethnic background the teens were from. But whoever the teens were, they didn't really know too much about how this immigration stuff works. Okay, I'll just say that. So for those of us who do know, okay, we're telling you guys who don't know, this whole thing is so they can get citizenship, and you could be caught up in what they got going on, because now this is the feds that have now busted them. They snatched up a bunch of these shorties, and they started to get suspicious, like why they would be robbing these people for only a few bucks. And the shorties said, like, we were paid to rob these people. So then the feds came down on them, and they have arrested several of the people now. But this is the scheme that's going on right now in Chicago, man. Like, this is how far people are willing to go to get this American citizenship. So actually paying to be robbed. So if you're approached by any immigrants, okay, by any migrants or immigrants in the city of Chicago, and you're one of the teenagers that's out here doing this stuff, this could potentially be worse. Now they didn't charge them yet, okay, because they're saying they didn't charge them for the robberies. I'll say that, like, because they said it's not a robbery if the victim was in on it. And that's true, okay, but you got to be very careful because the teens didn't know. Okay, if you do know, okay, now you're part of a fraud scheme. That's very serious, and that's federal. Okay, that's very serious, and that's federal. So if you're a juvenile and you're approached by any of these immigrants, tell them no. I know it's going to be hard to turn down thousands of dollars or however much these guys can pay you. Okay, but you're going to be looking at a significant punishment if you were in on it and you get booked for this. Okay, for the shorties who've been doing this who don't know, I'm telling you what it is. This is an immigrant scheme, one of many. Like, immigrants have a lot of schemes to get citizenship, man, like a ton. I come from an immigrant family. My uncle, when he first left Greece, he was doing the same thing that a lot of these migrants are doing, just selling candy on the street. And he didn't do anything dishonest. He would like go through like landfills, like trash heaps, and he would find pieces of machinery, and he would clean them up, fix them, make them look nice, get the rust off and everything, and then he would sell these machine parts. Well, he eventually started a business making parts for like washing, like dishwashing machines, and he became rich, okay, off of doing that. So it panned out for him in the end, like leaving Greece. But yeah, my dad had five cousins who tried to come here, and they couldn't come here, man. Some of them went to other countries. Most of my family members are still back there, man. But that's how, like, people are willing to risk their life to get citizenship over here, bro. So yeah, just so you guys know, man, all you shorties, tell them no. Tell these immigrants no, bro. Okay, it's your boy Chicago News. I'm out.